because they feel right, they really don't feel like people have caught up to their wisdom, you know? And so what does a lion do? They'll either roar at you kind of in attack mode, or they're in a more gentle roar. They'll explain to you all the reasons why they're right. You know, they're not going to really make room for other people to be right also. Okay? If you're throwing this top card under pressure, this control card, this is, you have to bear with me because I don't have my normal animals here, but this is for today. This is an eagle. That's your mascot, okay? And if you think about eagle under pressure, they just sort of want to fly back up to their nest, take a look at what's going on, and get control. And because they fly away and they're so concerned about getting control, they might actually even procrastinate a little bit. Or they fly up to their nest and they make lists. But they have an eagle eye on everybody else and they're always assessing. These people don't take criticism very well. So these guys don't take it well either. But if you, because they want to be right, if you maybe give them a real specific piece of feedback on how they can have a really important role, like with kids, because kids have these top cards too, you can pull that child aside and say, I have a real specific job for you. Everybody's got different jobs. I really want you to stay focused on your job. So specific roles. Control people don't like to be especially publicly or in the moment, criticized or even critiqued. So this is the person that you want to go and say, I have some feedback. Let me know when it would be a good time to get that feedback. Or let me know, would you rather me tell you or you want me to write it down? You know, and the firm piece is follow through. Okay, if they never come back and tell you when that would be a good idea. Hey, it's still important to me that I give you that feedback. Would today be good or would you like to wait till tomorrow? You know, that kind of thing. All right, so this person here, these people, when they are under the most stress, this is the card they throw. They're the turtles. So what do turtles do?
They go into their shell.
Or they snap at you. So this is really important because these seem like chill people. They internalize stress. And that internal stress is wreaking havoc on them. And they might lash out somewhat harshly. So they either bury their head in the sand or snap or both. Okay? Procrastinate, avoid, delay. What's interesting about these people is because their stress is internalized, you don't know a whole lot what's going on. On the outside, they seem chill. The other thing interesting is that often the thing we're avoiding is what invites from others. So I have a daughter who's not a day-to-day turtle, but she is under stress, and all this procrastination and avoidance makes me feel stressed. Hello, college application. Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna die. You know, because of these huge life decisions coming her way, and she just kind of was like, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. And meanwhile, like these deadlines and this, you know, this financial investment and all that. So the thing we're avoiding is what we end up inviting from others. Finally, aren't you so curious who your mascot is?
Yeah, let's see.
The chameleon.
Oh, cool.
This is
Chameleons are awesome.
a chameleon, right? So what are chameleons doing? Well,
they change colors.
they're blending in, exactly, and they're just trying to please others, but in reality, you're really just trying to please yourself under stress often. They say yes, no problem, yes, yes, but then they may or may not actually do it, or they say yes, 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 and resent it. Or they might go, oh my gosh, I can't believe she asked me to do that, but not go to the source and say, wait a minute, I really can't do this. These kids, as students that play that top card under stress, we need to give them an out, kind of the way I've been showing you, like we need to give a stressor outlet or recognize there's some internal stress For these guys here, we need to give them the out to say no. So if you ask something of them, you could say, I want to ask something, or this is important. Kelly, running day-to-day operations with the staff, if you've got pleasers who are under stress, or even with teaching partners or parents, you say, I want to ask if you're interested in doing a job, but I don't want you to give me the answer today. I want you to think about it and see if you really have time for this, or if you really want to do this. How liberating that is, right? And then let me know tomorrow. And don't worry, if you can't do it, I'll find someone else. That kind of thing. So
You don't give them any indication of what's coming their way?
no, go and ask them.
Really?
I'm going to be needing someone to be running our library, and probably will take about 4 hours a week. Think about it and let me know tomorrow if you think that can fit in. It's that think about it overnight, stew over it, and decide and let me know your decision tomorrow. Okay, so this top card exercise is interesting because it's super easy to try to, and I have to have my notes in here, by the way, because this is kind of a heavy thing to think about. But it's super easy to go, well, wait a minute, but I'm kind of a control person, or wait, no, I think maybe I'm more of a pleaser. That's sort of your second top card that you play. That's your day-to-day card. And there's a lot of benefits to being a pleaser, right? There's a lot of benefits. There's a lot of assets, there's a lot of liabilities. Okay, so we kind of have to think about our second card is the day-to-day, more of our personality, and we do that quite functionally, for the most part.
Sorry, can we sometimes be more than 2 cards?
Yes, well, we're all 4 cards, and that's why I have you
Yeah.
holding 4 cards. We play all these cards in different scenarios, and we might play different cards with kids than with our spouse, or with a neighbor, or with a coworker. But usually, when we're really honest with ourselves, under stress, under pressure, it's this mentality of life will be okay only if I have control. We tend to be fairly consistent with our top card. So let me, I think I gave you a packet yesterday with some, but don't look yet, okay? But I'm gonna, in a minute, have you look. What I've got is, I want you to think about this as not fault. We play all the cards. And I like this exercise because it's kind of nice to know who we work with. So when we know under pressure, something's going to come out, and we need to have empathy and compassion for each other. And we need to have self-awareness, like, oh, is that what I'm playing? Oh, what does that invite from people around me? Okay, so superiority, for example. What are your assets? What are great qualities about that kind of personality? Liabilities. What are some not great qualities? And then what does it invite from others? And if you were going to design a bumper sticker or a motto, what would be your team motto? Team Turtle, or Superior's Team Lion model. If you're having trouble thinking about assets and liabilities, go ahead and give it a stab first to be self-reflective, and then go to the sheet that I gave you that looks like this. And I really like this because it says superiority, at your worst and at your best. And it not only just says at your worst and at your best, but it's at your worst, you may be. Not you are, but you may be this way. So, what I want you to do is take a little time to be self-reflective in your group. Now, there's probably going to be some singles, and that's okay too. So, if you really feel like your top card, and try not to overthink it, kind of go with your gut. I encourage you to consider going with the first one. Some of you might be going, no, and that's fine if you want to change, but often our gut is right. And if you're feeling like you need to change, often it's because that's who you are day to day. Make sense? Okay, so superiority. Who were our lions? I think that was, you guys, you're not the lion. Pleasing.
I don't know, Jesus.
Okay. So will you guys